The INEOS hierarchy at Manchester United has been hell-bent on avoiding the same mistakes as the previous regime, although there does appear to be a real sense of déjà vu with regard to Jason Wilcox's pursuit of a new center forward. Rewind 2 years ago, with then-boss Eric Ten Hag having identified Harry Kane as his primary striker target, albeit with United wary of engaging in protracted negotiations with Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy. The aging Englishman instead packed his bags for Germany, while the Old Trafford side went down the high-potential route. Despite reportedly being Ten Hag's fifth-choice option at the time, in came a 20-year-old Rasmus Hojlund for an initial fee of £64 million. A player coveted by Paris Saint-Germain at the time, Hojlund had been earning rave reviews amid his promising displays in Atlanta, with then-boss Gian Piero Gasperini highlighting his electric pace that had ripped through Serie A defenses. We'd all seen the clips of the young Dane bursting into the box at breakneck speed. All dreamed of this new Erling Haaland, proving to be the next Scandinavian striking sensation on Premier League soil. Overlooked, however, was the mere 9 league goals he had scored in his solitary season in Bergamo, with such a gamble having yet to pay off for the Red Devils. The same mistake can't happen again under Wilcox. Latest on Man UTD's striker search. Speaking after scoring in the recent 4-1 victory over Bournemouth in the latest Premier League Summer Series clash, the 22-year-old, who had been linked with a move to Inter Milan earlier in the window, outlined his desire to stay and fight for his spot, whatever happens. A bright start to pre-season has raised hopes that United's number 9 can kick on in 2025-26, although Hojlund might not get his own way, with reports indicating that he could be used as part of a deal to bring in a new striker. Indeed, it has been claimed, including by the Athletic's Laurie Whitwell, that a swap deal could be on the cards which would see the Denmark starlet head to RB Leipzig, with Benjamin Sesko moving in the opposite direction. Mega money deals, controversial moves, and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. Additional reports, as per journalist Graham Bailey, having indicated that there is an internal confidence at Old Trafford that a deal for Sesko will get over the line amid their ongoing talks, with the club currently going toe-to-toe with Newcastle United for his signature. During their talks, Sesko confirmed that a lack of Champions League football this season was not a problem to him, as the long-term project and the chance to work with Ruben Amorim were the major draws. I can also reveal that United made it clear to Sesko's people that they are aware of the size of deal that would be required to land him and that they would not have entered into talks without that consideration. United are confident, there is no denying that, but they are waiting. They also know that Newcastle have put forward a very strong case. Reportedly valued at around £70 million, Sesko, who has been the subject of a bid from Newcastle, is hot property amid 2 solid seasons in Germany. That said, doesn't this all feel a little familiar? Why Man United are risking a Hojlund repeat? For a brief moment, it looked like United's decision to plump for Hojlund had paid off, following his destructive debut away to Arsenal in September 2023. Having endured an injury-hit start to life in Manchester, the towering left-footer announced himself in fine fashion, proving a real nuisance for Gabriel and William Saliba in the home defense. That image of Casemiro grabbing the youngster by the jersey, a mark that he was to be the man to win the game for Ten Hag's men, evoked that strong early impression, with Hojlund also subsequently making his mark by netting 5 times in 6 Champions League group stage outings, including a breathtaking brace at home to Galatasaray. Such moments have indicated that there is a player in there somewhere. Yet with 26 goals to his name and 95 appearances, this is an expensive risk that is yet to pay off, with TNT Sport commentator Darren Fletcher notably describing the misfiring marksman as perhaps the most unlucky number 9 Manchester United have ever had. But should his woes be a surprise? His only season in a top 5 league had yielded only 9 Serie A goals, having previously scored 17 goals in 53 games for Sturm Graz and FC Copenhagen combined. Thrusting him in as the leading striker was perhaps a step too far, too soon. Sesko's path has worryingly been rather similar to date, with the 22-year-old, who is actually younger than Hojlund, having spent 2 seasons in the Bundesliga, after previously scoring 29 times in 79 games for Austria's side Red Bull Salzburg. A player whom United turned down for a fee of around £2.5 million back in 2019. The Slovenian has reached double figures for league goals in each of the last two campaigns, although he hasn't exactly ripped it up with 13 and 14 goals, respectively. Like Hojlund, at 6'4", the in-demand striker is an eye-catching figure, having been described as a monster of a striker by analyst Ben Mattinson. His penchant for the spectacular will also have onlookers licking their lips, boasting a highlight reel of goals that any number 9 would be proud of. That said, in the view of the Athletic's James Horncastle, speaking on the Libero podcast, there is a sense that he merely is a highlights player, with the respected journalist even quipping that he is akin to a Slovenian Andy Carroll in that regard. A scorer of great goals, but not exactly a great goal scorer then, with United again at a juncture where they're in need of a proven talent, rather than a player of undoubtedly exciting potential. Like with Ten Hag and Kane 2 years ago, Ruben Amorim is said to have a preference for signing Premier League menace Ollie Watkins. Perhaps listening to the Portuguese coach would be the right choice this time around?